welcome to the latest build here at Nomadik Customs. If you're unfamiliar with us, we are a full custom van builder here in Portland, Oregon, and our main focus is custom vans. Why go custom? Well, because you can choose your own floor plan, your own colors, textures. Basically, we start with the lifestyle from the very beginning of how you're going to use the van, and then work our way up all the way to finishes in the end to make it look like how you want it. So this van in particular, we did for a client of ours in Virginia. He's a veteran who has decided in his retirement to be able to travel from Virginia up to Alaska over the next couple years, and is going to be living in this full time. So we wanted to give him all the luxury that we possibly can. We like to say there's living out of a van and there's living in a van. This is definitely a live-in situation, so we'll go ahead and take you through some of the things that we did for him in this van. As far as the design, he came to us and basically said, I like live edge, I like walnut, and I like mountains. The rest of it, you guys go ham and see what happens. So I have an amazing crew that works for me and with me, and we had the excellent opportunity of being able to kind of pull all those things together, provide some live edge, provide some walnut, and provide some mountains. So moving back forward, one of the fun things that we were able to do in this is a 170 extended Sprinter van 4x4. And so we were able to play a little bit with the extra space. One of the biggest things that we were able to do is provide a big bed. So it's actually a California queen. So you can sleep both front to back and side to side. You have a little bit more room side to side because of the bump outs. So we put the flare spaces in here with the Arctic turn window. We made our own covers, and we also, rather than the Arctic turn window coverings, we made our own window rings here. So that's where these covers come in. The bed, like I said, is a California queen. He didn't necessarily need, 68 inches or whatever it is of garage space. So then we were able to kind of create this little nook right here with removable shelves. And this now has become a little bit of a clothes hamper. You might wonder, how do you get up into this tall bed? Well, that's why we have this fold up step right here. So you're able to kind of step up on that, and it folds away nice and easy. And there's also a couple hidden features back underneath there. And then that just folds away, real simple. Over on this side, we have your mechanicals. So we have the Cruising Comfort AC, and we also have the Van Life Tech radiant heat floor, hot water, and forced air heating system for the climate control, all run off of this nice thermostat right here. We have an 800 amp hour Victron battery system at 12 volts. I'll run through the Servo GX so you can see all the different wattages and percentages of your battery, how much you're charging, how much power you're using. Kind of gives you all these different units of measure, including a tank monitor. Down here we have the S-Pod, which is a full digital screen to be able to run lights, water pump, ball valve, expunge valves, and like under cabinet lights, overhead lights. Everything's on our dimmer switch, which you can control from this as well. And then we have our max fan control, as well as our hot water control. You can actually turn your hot water system on and off and prime it a number of times for a continuous flow of 20 minutes of hot water. Some of the design that I was talking about a little bit earlier is nicely put into this backsplash right here. He wanted the live edge. We found this really special piece of wood that the bark and everything was still on it, so we were able to kind of shape things into a little mountain range. So that was kind of our little play on the mountain range and live edge. We wanted to keep the live edge off of the countertop because we didn't want things to catch as you're walking by, and that's also why we went with these softer leather poles. So as you're walking by, you're not catching a loop or a loose shorts or anything like that. On this side, we have lots of storage up top for kind of a pantry. We have the full Indel Webasto isotherm Cruise 1 fridge. What's nice about this fridge is the compressor is actually put on the bottom instead of the top, and so it gives you a nice bit of freezer space in there. We also wrapped it with our Nomadik Customs exclusive Nomadik Customs fridge wrap. We can do these in a variety of different woods, but it's a natural wood veneer that we can wrap the fridge with, so you don't have like this bright silver or bright black fridge in there. So this is all kind of basically developed so that your food storage was over here, and then you had, you know, your plates and all that stuff, and then still able to keep some food storage above the galley area, opening up all this other upper cabinet space for other things. On this side, we have our custom covers that we make for our induction cooktops. So we have a double burner induction cooktop. We also have a 16 by 16 by 8 sink. It's nice and deep with the sprayer that pulls out, and also you can turn that around and be able to use it for spraying outside. Our kind of signature that we use here at Nomadik is the Brava oven. So this is an infrared oven that you can sear meat, cook vegetables, cook pizza. You can cook cookies in 3 minutes. You can cook pizza in 7. You can put a New York strip steak, some potatoes, and some asparagus, throw it in for 20 minutes. It's a great unit. It only is 1800 watts. So if you have a pretty ample power system as we do in here, you can basically set up a 3-course meal in a matter of 20 to 25 minutes and still not use a ton of power. So that's a nice thing. We have our garbage and recycling that pulls out down here. A space for appliances or pots and pans. And then, of course, underneath the sink, we have our water filter and then a 7-gallon gray water tank that all expunges down through a ball valve underneath the vehicle. Really cool things about this particular van is a lot of people will put in a fixed bathroom space, and if you can imagine a wall right here, someone that's big like me, it's really hard, A, to stand in here and actually try to take a shower or go to the bathroom, and B, you're basically living in a hallway. So what we did to kind of combat that is we created a bench box that the shower box is in here. Now this isn't anything particularly new, but in doing all of this here, we're able to pull the shower curtain out, hook them onto these hooks here. The shower curtain comes back like a wedge, and that way you can have space while being in the shower box. And then we have a full pan that's multi-angled, so it flows this way and this way, so you can park on uneven surfaces and you're still getting drainage as you shower. The transom shower pulls out right here, and then you have this to be able to turn your water on and off, so you can get wet, then turn it off, soap up, then turn it back on and rinse off. And then that just all tucks away back inside there. And then when you're not using this as a shower, it creates an extra storage space for you to be able to put a number of things in. Justin, our client, has tried this out a number of times, and he sits and watches movies and stuff, and being able to stretch out on this really nice long couch here. And what's really nice about that is that you know, you have the open concept in here, and you're not completely walled in by cabinets and everything, but you still feel like there's a lot. And one of the cool things, we took this just recently to a van show, and we had 6 adults in here actually having dinner one night. So lots of room, lots of spaciousness. You're not limited to just a small bench, but instead being able to have an extra 3 feet for shower is kind of the ideal approach, I think, as far as space saving. As we keep moving forward, we have our lagoon arm right here, which controls the table. It does a full 360, as well as does a full 360 in this area as well. Under here, we have our toilet that we use, as well as our little area for toilet paper and all the things that you need. This particular toilet is the wrap-on, so it's a dry flush. I love this toilet because it actually creates a bowl out of a plastic bag. You do your business, you throw a gel packet in there, and then you hit the flush button, and 90 seconds later it drops down a little baggie, and then you just kick it open down here, and then your bag of excrement is down here, and you just take it out and throw it away. So it's kind of a really cool system for that. As we keep moving forward, we created a system here where if he wanted to have a guest stay with him, we just undo this and we can pull this cabinet out all the way, and then this bed system comes out and just folds out over the top of the drawer. Once we got that all unfolded, then the cushions move over here, and then you can either have another chase lounge as you're looking out the door, or a guest bedroom space. Lastly, we make these in-house, but there are bug screens, rear door bug screen and side door bug screen, as well as insulated partition. It's a 3-panel partition, so it rolls up in the middle and then both sides. You can do it in a lot of different configurations, and there's typically about a 30 to 40 degree difference between cabin and the rest of the cargo space in the back of the van. So it saves a lot on those days that you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's super duper hot. It's really nice because it keeps a lot of that heat up there in the cabin. As I said before, we're in a 170 extended 4x4. We have 800 amp hours at 12 volt Victron battery power system with a 3000 watt inverter. We have the Cruising Comfort mini split HD air conditioning system, which is something that we just really like a lot, a company that we really believe in. Same with Van Life Tech. We have the Roman Holiday system in here, which is radiant heat floors, forced air heating, and instant hot water, and that's all run through a regular thermostat, so you can do your own thermostat settings and all that kind of stuff, and have it down to 68 degrees at night and then warm it up to 72 degrees in the morning. And then we also have the Starlink and a number of other things up on the roof, 405 watts of solar, the Max fan, the skylight. And then one of the funnest things about this is you hook up to the Starlink and you pull the movie screen down and screw it into place. It's a little nebula projector. It's a smart projector, so this linked up to Starlink, you can pull all of your apps that you download. So Netflix, Prime, Apple TV, all that stuff, and then project it onto this screen. Lastly, here's the boot or the garage. We have a 500-pound drawer slide that comes out. Also have a water analog tank for water viewing for your water tank. Outdoor shower, transom shower, same as the inside. One of the unique features to this van in particular is we have a rifle safe back here he wanted to do for hunting. And so we put that in, and then you have full power system, enough room for all of the drinking hose, all that kind of stuff that you need to put in here, and then still ample storage space for garage. And again, we make these bug screens to be able to be full blackout shade as well as bug screen, as well as being able to roll them up and have them open like this. But we chose to insulate the back doors because he didn't want to have the heat from any windows or anything. And actually this van doesn't have windows, but this is kind of a pretty common treatment that we do with quite a few of our vans. And so yeah, that's the garage area. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the tour. Definitely check us out again, Nomadik Customs, and reach out with any questions or concerns. We definitely love hearing from you guys. Please give us a like and follow on this video so that we can do more. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.